Hello, I'm Zash, and welcome to episode 31 of my G-Senjou no Maou, or the Devil on G-String Let's Read. Joining me, as always, is my co-reader Faith. Kanon has started her practice for the NHK trophy, and Maou has revealed his plan. If she does not lose, he will kill her mother. Which is a bit of a ass thing to do. Also, Usami has now met Gonzo. It went pretty much as you expected. She was terrified and couldn't even say a word. Gonzo has recruited her to help on the hunt for Maou. Hopefully, she will help us. Anyways, please enjoy this next episode. The time was just past 4 in the afternoon. Usami caught me immediately.
Let's go then.
You mean to Gonzo's house?
Did you forget? Didn't we talk about it just yesterday?
I was really busy yesterday.
Oh, where were you?
Well, I forgot that too.
I suggest you go and see a doctor.
I'm already seeing one. I'll say this now. Don't do anything impolite.
I hold my capabilities for etiquette and social protocol in high esteem.
If you talk like that, you really will be thrown into Tokyo Bay. I escorted the nervous Usami to the southern district.
It's still Tomenbetsu City, but it's so quiet here.
Walking along the sidewalk, flanked by trees, I felt like I had wandered into a shrine.
Here comes Lukako! Now that I'm here, it's pretty obvious that Maou wouldn't seriously consider this sort of area to pick up the ransom. Damn it.
Hey, try not to dwell on it too much. With that bitter look on your face and all that hair, you look like something straight out of a horror film.
Oh, that's polite.
However, if Usami were just a little more familiar with Tomenbetsu City's geography, then she might have understood what Maou had been trying to do.
This flashy row of houses look pompously rich.
As Usami just pointed out, there are all luxurious buildings, and I can pretty much guarantee that you won't find anything that's not protected vigorously by a fence or a locked door. Shiratori lives around here somewhere.
Speaking of Shiratori, she's been away from school lately.
It's probably because her family situation is so complicated. As we aimed for Izai Gonzo's estate, thriving green trees and luxurious buildings fit for life's champions passed us by.
Whoa, this is even more over the top. It's the first time I've ever seen a house with a pond in the yard.
Be quiet for a second. After announcing my arrival through the intercom, and the short silence that followed, I heard the housekeeper's voice.
I bet it has Japanese swords and Shinto altars.
She looked like a kid that was about to go out for a picnic. This is Kyosuke. I brought Usami Haru with me. As I spoke through the door, I heard the sound of a drawer being moved, as if something was being closed. Enter. Izai Gonzo sat in the spacious Japanese-style room. Looks like he was in the middle of writing something. After seeing us, he put down his pen. Hey, greet him. I patted Usami's slumped back.
I'm from the branch of the family out in...
Idiot, I told you to greet him, not introduce yourself. She seemed to be sinking into panic.
Get on with it.
What?
Just what are you?
Gonzo, with a discerning gaze of judgment, looked straight into Usami.
Well...
Quiet.
Yes?
I kept on sensing the scent of a female on Kyosuke. An exceedingly high-grade one at that. That's you, right?
Well, even with this hair, I do wash every day.
Gonzo didn't speak, and my spine was frozen.
Well, I'm not the kind of heroine who's told their hair stinks.
Usami looked terrified, but she was talking in her usual manner. In the end, Gonzo just said,
An interesting woman.
Gonzo likes her.
That terrifies me.
I don't know why, but he said it in a whisper. There was a hint of a smile at the corner of his mouth.
Is this how you tricked Kyosuke?
No. I've never even held hands with this handsome.
You have the smell of one who's outlived her time, Usami Haru.
And with that, I'm going to pass out right here. Oopsies.
You act scared, but your expression tells me clear as day that deep down, you don't fear Yakuza at all.
Well,
You play at looking away awkwardly, but in reality, you're studying me. As proof, you already know the place where I hid my gun just a minute ago.
huh? Pardon?
Or is it the carpentry on the cabinet behind me that's piquing your interest?
Now that he mentions it, I heard the sound of a drawer closing before we entered.
Well, you must admit it is a lovely cabinet.
Then why do you only look at the lowest of the 3 drawers?
Oopsies.
It was the sound, wasn't it? The lowest drawer makes the loudest noise. Your hearing seems to be very keen.
Usami froze for an instant, and then straightened her posture.
I sincerely apologize for what I just did.
She squeezed out a low voice, one completely different from what she had used up until now.
I'll pretend it never happened if Maou gets caught.
Then I'll make a straightforward request. Can you let me see the letter Maou sent?
Gonzo nodded and retrieved a brown envelope from his jacket pocket, slapping it down on the table. Usami picked it up.
Mom.
There was no deep meaning behind her spoken word. It was simply the small word that was written on the back of the envelope.
I'm going to look inside, if that's alright.
She took a white letter out of the already opened envelope.
Handwritten, huh?
To the monster, and my beloved hero. I suspect there will be many victims, as long as Azai Kanon aims for the Olympics. I've released a certain murderer into the wild. Let's call him Mephistopheles. That's the devil who appeared in the play Faust. That creates a connection with Goethe. He already took the life of an unfortunate man last night. Those around Kanon will continue to meet their end, one by one. Kanon's mother, in particular, will not be an exception from the murder list. If you intend to lend your ears and heed my warning, force her to throw the upcoming NHK trophy. Otherwise, a new sacrifice will be taken at 9 o'clock the night of the last day. One piece of advice. I doubt I need to worry. But in the event that you inform the state of this, my retaliation will be severe and relentless. P.S. I use those stock certificates as tissues. Maou. Ellipses. Megallipses. I lowered my head and finished reading alongside Usami.
What do you think?
The handwriting's pretty ugly.
As Usami said, the letters are all crooked. It was like a small child had written it. It was messy, full of peculiarities, and even gave off a bit of an eerie feeling.
Why is it handwritten?
He must have written it with a glove. There aren't any fingerprints.
Usami's point was interesting. A lot of attention will be paid to the calligraphy of the threat letter. Normally you'd think he would glue down newspaper clippings or type it in a computer. Anything to cover his handwriting.
He kinda did something to cover his handwriting, though.
I'm thinking he wrote it with his offhand.
Maybe that too. Perhaps he wrote it messily on purpose.
But even then, if the police looked into it deeply, wouldn't they be able to uncover some kind of trend?
Or maybe...
Usami sank into silence, knitting her brows. Anyway, from the contents of the letter, has someone already been killed?
Didn't you read last night's paper?
Pardon?
A certain designer died. He had a hand in Kanon's costumes.
So her new costume might actually be tournament legal?
Hey!
How did he die?
He slipped on his apartment stairs and hit his head. There were no witnesses, no signs of a struggle. They say it's being investigated as an accident.
Did Maou push him?
The postmark.
She spoke up in a small voice.
It's from within the city.
Of course, you've checked around the post office where the letter was sent from?
Thoroughly.
Usami tapped the letter with her finger.
Next, about this state word.
In the event that you inform the state of this.
Did you notice?
It's a character that's commonly used these days by people who are dissatisfied with the current system of government.
We've already contacted such people through connections with other organizations, and we're searching as hard as possible. Still, those peoples are reserved towards others who don't share their ideals. Time will be needed.
Does that mean Maou has some sort of political ideal? And there's a chance that he belongs to such an organization?
I can't seem to get my thoughts in order. What do you think, Kazai-san?
About what?
Anything is fine. Just make it something Watson-esque.
I have no idea what Watson-esque means, so I'll just say whatever. Well, could it be that Maou hadn't received any higher education? For instance, isn't the punctuation strange? I pointed to the sentence that sparked my reasoning. He already took, the life of an unfortunate man last night. Kanon's mother in particular will, not be an exception from the murder list. Here, wouldn't it have been easier to read it if it were, last night, he took the life of an unfortunate man? Kanon's mother in particular will, not be an exception from the murder list. This part is just bizarre. Shouldn't it be Kanon's mother, in particular, will not?
I see.
Also, lend me your ears and heed. I've never heard anyone speak like that.
Obviously.
This girl irritates me somehow.
By the way, isn't Japanese one of your weaker subjects?
Aren't you bad at it too?
So was Einstein.
That's a terrible argument.
Shouldn't we be making a list of potential targets right about now?
It's already being done.
Gonzo passed a piece of paper from the shelf behind him to Usami. It's a long list. The notes included the designer that had already died, Ikuko-san, Coach Hilton, the choreographer, and the staff from the competition.
Azai-san and I are on here too?
It's because we're close to her. If you're not careful, you might be next. Naturally, Gonzo's name was on the list as well. Of all the names listed there, Ikuko-san is the only one that we know will be targeted.
Would you mind if I took this list with me?
Gonzo agreed to Asami's request.
Can I keep this letter too?
Take it.
Thank you very much. I'll take the envelope as well.
She picked it up carefully with a handkerchief, then put it into an empty folder in her bag.
Well then, sorry, but I'll be leaving now. If I find out about anything, I'll report it to you through Azai-san.
I said my goodbye along with Usami.
Sorry, one last question.
She turned around.
Have you told Kanon?
No, and neither can you.
Of course.
Still, there's no door on people's mouths. There's always a good chance that she'll find out.
The Japan Championships, which will decide whether or not Canada can go to the Olympics, start in 2 weeks, right?
There are 2 more tournaments between now and then. Usami lifted an eyebrow, surprised.
Looks like this is going to be a long battle.
Just like yesterday, Usami was following me. You aren't scared of Gonzo, are you?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You were just pretending to be scared.
No, Gonzo-san is overestimating me. Yesterday I was as frozen as a penguin carrying an egg.
Are penguins frozen while they carry eggs?
It's only that this meeting was a lot easier on the mind than our prior one. That man is fearsome. He can be calm and violent at the same time. And when you're in front of him, you feel like he knows everything. It's so uncomfortable.
Yeah, he is a bit terrifying.
Only, how do I say it? He won't engage in any pointless violence. Or should I say that he won't charge unless the flesh before him looks particularly delicious. As long as we have common interests, he's a dependable ally, I guess.
I hold a similar viewpoint. See, you have things in common!
First date is a success.
And meeting the parent. Or the parent.
That aside, as I said.
She suddenly stopped.
What do you think about this case? It's a doozy.
I'm actually a bit invested because I don't want Ikuko to die. She seems nice enough, and I don't want to see a decent person die for no good reason.
I'm looking forward to a full-fledged, NCIS episode drama.
It'll probably be easier to foil Mao's plan than to convince Kanon to throw the figure skating contest.
That is true. I don't think she'd do it.
What do I think? I considered it for a second. Well, we're talking about a pre-murder notice here. I guess I'm mainly worried about Kanon.
Where does Kanon live?
It's a place near the arena.
Does she live alone with her mother, Ikuko-san?
Why do you ask?
Isn't Kanon the least bit curious as to why her father doesn't live with her?
I'm not sure. I don't think she's entirely unconcerned about it, but she's never mentioned it before.
What about the fact that Gonzo-san is a Yakuza boss?
I don't think she knows. Or maybe she just doesn't care.
That is just as likely. Kanon is quite the strange girl.
You too, Usami?
I mean, she's going to school while training to be an Olympic candidate. She doesn't seem suspicious about being a love child, or even about her father's occupation.
Well, when you put it that way, I lost my words.
In any case, people's lives are riding on this.
Yeah, someone has already died.
We can't contact the police, can we?
If you secretly went to the police, Maou and Gonzo would both snap.
I would like to entrust this letter to a police specialist, but...
I shrugged. Hey, look on the bright side. The Mafia doesn't need a search warrant or anything. Without all the red tape of the police, they can mobilize and go into action a lot quicker. Usami flashed a wry smile.
Despite being people I'd normally try to avoid, I'll be relying on their strength from here on out.
We arrived at my apartment as we talked.
Well then, I'll be seeing you.
You can't let Kanon know about this, no matter what. If she knew that her mother was in trouble, it would affect her performance for sure.
Isn't Kanon taking a break from school tomorrow? Since the competition is coming up and all?
I think so. Was it the NHK trophy that's coming up the day after tomorrow? Usami nodded lightly.
Alright, let's hole ourselves up in our rooms and start searching for clues.
Her back slumped, and she walked away. After taking a bath, I sat in front of the computer. Strange things have been happening ever since Usami transferred here. O come, lovely child, O come thou with me. For many a game I will play there with thee. Just when was that mysterious email sent to me? For some reason, I feel like I've been getting too many visitors at night recently. Is it Sabaki?
Yahoo-san!
Kanon.
Open the door!
Her big eyes were glittering. But for Kanon to show up now of all times, whatever. I'll just let her in for now.
Well, no matter how many times I come here, your apartment still seems huge.
She came in without a single sign of courtesy. Have you been here before? Oh, wait, I remember.
What, did you forget something again?
Why are you even here? The competition's coming up in 2 days.
Yes, go home.
A shocked expression snapped through Kanon's face.
Eh? My brother actually remembered the date of a competition? What happened to you?
Who are you and what have you done with Kyosuke? Now that she mentions it, I've never had much interest until now. Just when was the last time that I saw her compete?
You must be feeling guilty.
Don't stare at me like that. She has some really scary intuition.
Have you started going out with Baki or Usaman or something?
Don't say something so stupid. Did you come here just to ask me retarded questions?
I came to spend the night.
Wait, what?
See my cute little nightgown?
She said it like it was nothing. What? Are you serious?
Totally.
Why?
No reason.
I felt another headache coming on. There's only one bed.
Then that one is Nanchan's. Know where your bed is? Out the friggin' window.
I just said there was only one.
Can't we just sleep together?
Listen to yourself. Now just how can I put it in a way Kanon would understand? Isn't it important for you to be in your best condition before the competition?
I'm not planning on staying up all night or nothing. I'm just gonna sleep here instead of at home from now on.
Wait.
I'm gonna take a bath.
I said wait.
So, go into the other room while I'm changing.
Wait, damn it! What do you mean, from now on? Are you seriously planning on sleeping here from now on?
Oh, and I need a good breakfast. Something that you made from scratch would do just fine.
Out!
Please drown her.
Your blood type's B, isn't it?
Oh.
Now that's a shocking revelation.
Type O's cooperate with everyone around them. Please drown her.
Look, can't you go somewhere else?
Don't wanna. Nanchan doesn't have many friends.
You can thank that calamitous personality of yours for that one.
Baki's fallen on some hard times, and I don't know where Usman lives. Probably a reason for that.
What about Iichi?
Don't want to go to A-chan's house.
Don't blame you for that one, though. Ellipses. Go hang out at Gonzo's.
Dig yourself in a pit and just stay there. How about that? So after all that, you're the only one left.
Out. See, Kyosuke? Your mistake was letting her in.
Yeah.
She looked sincerely troubled for a moment. What? Did you... I'm getting a little worried. Did you have a fight with Ikuko-san and run away as a result? That so-called clash between athlete and coach.
It's nothing like that.
She's starting to piss me off. Starting?
I promise I won't bother you, okay?
Then sleep on the couch.
I'll leave the house really early and won't come back until really late.
So you'll wake me up going out and coming back in.
So, how about it?
Let me see. How many ways can I say this? No, nope, no way.
Nope.
Hell no. Nope, no. I'll Shia LaBeouf it. No. I get it. Good night. I deliberately sighed in front of her.
Thank you, Nissan.
Casually, maybe even slovenly, she laughed.
For some reason, I think that this competition is different from usual. How should I put it? It feels, uneasy?
Uneasy?
Even though I know I'm gonna win, there's a lot of, pressure? Yeah, that's it. Pressure.
Pressure? You? Really now?
Can we just pretend that's why I'm here? Stop asking questions already.
I guess she's just here because she wants company. There's one thing I should tell you. I stared firmly at Kanon's unwavering smile. You must never go into the study. Got it?
Yep.
She didn't ask for any particular reason. Kanon couldn't care less about things that don't interest her. It's like she's trying to make more time for herself by foregoing the trivial things.
Nissan, massage my shoulders.
Well, it looks like things are gonna start getting pretty bizarre around here. Kanon had promised not to disturb me, so I wasn't expecting to be rudely awakened so early in the morning. Told you she was gonna wake us on the way out.
Morning, Nissan.
She's already changed. It's only 5:30.
Non-Ken's heading out. I don't care.
Some of us were trying to sleep here. How about using a little consideration, huh?
Hey, where's breakfast?
There's still some pasta left over from last night.
Great, thanks.
She sure is loud. Damn it, now I'm wide awake.
I just roll over. Hey, Nissan, who were you talking with last night?
Kanon interrogated me as she loaded pasta onto a plate. What do you mean?
You were on the phone until real late last night.
It had to do with work. I can't even remember who it was. Did it keep you from sleeping?
Not at all.
Oh, good.
Then why are you bothering me? And Nanchan doesn't like meat sauce.
Shut up and eat.
Don't wanna. Then go hungry.
This is the first time in a while that I've cooked you food. Are you seriously not going to eat it?
But why did you load it on a plate if you didn't like it? But what? You dirtied a plate just to be a twat? I told you I don't like it plenty of times. You just forgot again.
Are you sure about that? You're not just using my bad memory to deceive me.
Nanchan doesn't lie to people. You make me think of Forrest. Except I liked Forrest.
You're not nice to them either.
Don't say it like that. I'll save some for you.
Don't bother. I'm not hungry.
Shut up and eat.
I just woke up. My stomach isn't feeling too good.
I feel you there. I can't eat when I wake up either. For like an hour and a half. This is the first time in a while that I've served you food. Are you seriously not going to eat it? You bitch.
What a noisy morning.
Thanks for walking me all the way out here.
No problem.
Why not go with the flow and walk me all the way to the arena? Because I'm lazy and I'm going back to bed after you woke me up at 5:30.
No thank you, milady.
Don't be so formal.
Why is it every time I try to crack an innocent little joke, I just get made fun of?
There's a stalker out there.
That's a scary thing to say.
He'll suddenly take out his camera and start shooting.
At least it's a camera and not a gun. Or no, wait, I said that wrong. Too bad it's a camera and not a gun. That's what I meant to say.
And one time, I was planning to go home after practice, and I found him waiting outside the arena.
You are a celebrity after all. You should be aware of your status.
What?
Her eyes shot open.
Are you saying this is Nanchan's fault?
No, it's not like that. It's just that you're an attention grabber, so it's natural for them to stare at you.
As long as they don't do anything scary, I don't mind them taking a couple pictures. But this guy's just too persistent. I hate that. It's all that persistent guy's fault.
Yeah, I have to admit she's kind of got a point there. I understand. I'll tell Papa about it.
I already told him.
Guess that guy's already dead. Alright, look. I'll walk you to Central Boulevard, and you can take a cab from there.
Thanks.
After Kanon got in the cab, I finally let out a breath. God damn it, I can't stand this anymore. My headaches are getting more frequent, too. Why did I come to Central Boulevard again? Ellipses. Right. I had a therapy appointment with Dr. Akimoto. Am I all right? It was still early, so I wasted some time reading a newspaper at the cafe. You don't look all that well. Dr. Akimoto was sitting in front of me, wriggling his obese body. I didn't sleep much last night. Didn't sleep? Are you having trouble sleeping? Well, my sister came to stay with me in the middle of the night. Ah, so it's not an issue of insomnia. Nothing to worry about then. It seems that question was somehow important. Still, that sister of yours is truly quite amazing. Please tell her that I'll also be cheering for her. Sure. I went along with it, rather uninterested. Dr. Akimoto leaned toward me. Great. Now, where did we leave off last time? I think we were talking about my first love. I would love to hear about that, actually. You should be careful. Your jokes might just end up backfiring on you. He gave a smug smile. Didn't we end with your father last time? Can we avoid that subject? I turned my face away. Sweat coated my hands, and I tightly gripped the glass that he passed to me. Samijima Kyosuke-kun. What? Please don't glare at me like that. I hate that joking attitude of his. I'm trying not to think about that anymore. I wouldn't be able to go on otherwise. That's true. What do you mean, that's true? My lips were quivering. Are you really a famous doctor? Can you seriously treat patients with this provocative attitude? Yet Akimoto was very calm. But you're not a serious patient, are you? Aren't you only here to get a doctor's note for school? This fucker. You're absolutely right. So why don't we give this up and just chat? You hate attention, don't you? What makes you bring that up? I'd say that you suffered a great deal of attention when you were younger, so it's not surprising that you've come to hate standing out. I finally realized that he completely had the upper hand in the conversation. Look, I know next to nothing about my father. I don't want to know. You never went to see him? Not even once? In my ears, these words were Dr. Akimoto's reprimanding me. In my heart, I heard his screams calling me an unfilial son. Not even once. My heart was beating too fast to support life. No, I did go once, with Mother, when I was a child, but I didn't say anything. Have you ever wanted to ask why your father did what he did? I was silent. Kyosuke-kun? I stopped talking and made an effort to freeze my heart. My mind wandered back to the beautiful snow dancing beyond the window of that dilapidated home my mother and I once lived in together. I lingered there until the cold in my memory had numbed my heart entirely. And then, there'd be no point in asking. Why would I need to know what drove my father to kill 4 people? Kyosuke-kun? For the first time, Akimoto's loose expression broke. Because I was smiling. However, I don't need to ask him to know the answer. I understand why he did it. No, I'm the only one who truly understands. If I didn't, his actions would have been in vain. Akimoto furrowed his brow. There were people who needed to die, and he just followed through. Kyosuke-kun, it's very wrong of you to think like that. No, you and your ilk are the ones who are wrong. But I won't say anything more. Trying to explain my father's innocence to you all would accomplish nothing. I'll show you firsthand. All you have to do is watch. Akimoto suddenly stood up. There was a clear shade of confusion in his eyes. Let's stop here for today. Oh, but we aren't even 20 minutes into this session. I'll give you a discount. That's great to hear. I waved my hand and casually walked away. Megalipses. Ellipses. Phew! It's so peaceful when Kanon's not around. Ain't that the truth? School's so serene. How can you say that when you show up so late? Don't I do that all the time? Ichi was having the time of his life. Even that freaking Usami chick's not here today. I'm free to do whatever I want. Oh ho! For starters, I put some sweets in Kanon's locker that expire tomorrow. Huh? What do you think will happen? She's taking some time off because of skating, right? So, by the time she comes back, she won't be able to eat them anymore. Awesome, right, bro? I dug her into a real hole with this one. Won't she just throw them away and go on with her life? Still, Kyosuke-chan. Yeah? Don't you think it's about time we put the hurt on Usami for what she did to us a couple weeks ago? What happened a couple weeks ago? Come on, man. You know, when I snuck into the faculty office. Oh, yeah. That time we stole the keys? Look, that wasn't Usami's fault. That was your fault. You weren't such a little idiot, we wouldn't have gotten caught. She totally unraveled our perfect crime, bro. It's all her fault we got chewed out. No, it's all your fault. Oh, please. No matter how you want to skew things, you dug your own grave with that one. But what to do? How best to give her a taste of hell? Even though there was no way that he'd be able to come up with anything, he still acted like he was thinking hard.
Hey.
Shiratori-san! Good afternoon! It's really rare to see Shiratori on the roof. Yo, Shiratori, the incident about the school seems to have calmed down a bit. By the incident, I mean the incident in which Shiratori's father, the director of the school, was suspected by both society and the police of accepting bribes.
I'm not interested.
How can you not be interested in that?
I want to talk about Azai-san.
When she says Azai-san, she probably doesn't mean me, but Kanon. What about Kanon?
This has nothing to do with you.
She glared at me.
Aizawa-kun, how would I go about getting a ticket?
A what? Biscuit?
Whoopsies.
Just kidding. You know how much I love sweets.
How disgusting.
Right there with you on that one. What did you just say?
I hear you can get tickets from the internet, but I don't know how to do it.
Which competitions are you interested in?
Tomorrow's.
Nothing I can do to help you, I'm afraid. You'll have to try your chances at the door.
So I can buy them at the arena in person?
Maybe, but I doubt it.
I see.
Maybe she was simply finished with her questions. But Shiratori turned around and left. Hey, wait, what do you want to go for?
No reason. Azai-san had mentioned I should attend her performance, so I gave it a thought.
She didn't even turn her head around. Ellipses. Ellipses. Damn, what's her problem? I know, right? That chick pisses me off. Ichi and I sulked under the cold sky. Well then, what time should I get there tomorrow? I'd like to tell you to be there by noon and watch everything, but Kanon will take the ice sometime around 8. Make sure you're there by then. Tomorrow's the short program, right? Yep, and the free skate is the day after. That's the big battle. Throw the upcoming NHK trophy. See ya! I watched Aichi leave and remembered the threat letter. There's no way she'll lose. After all, Kanon has no idea the letter even exists. Gonzo must have reinforced the protection around Ikuko-san. And what's Asami up to? I made up my mind and gave her a call, but no one answered. What should I do? How can I stop Mao's violent acts? I still don't really feel like any danger is approaching. Maybe my determination to catch Mao just isn't as strong as that of Gonzo or Asami. Even though one person has already been killed, my sense of justice hasn't been provoked. Maybe I'd only feel uneasy if someone near me was hurt. Yet, if it really came to that, it would already be too late.